Excellent. Well, good afternoon. Yesterday, President Trump won Maine's 2nd District by more than 30,000 votes. I hold a roughly 3,000 vote lead with very few outstanding ballots. The Bangor Daily News and Decision Desk HQ have called the race in our favor. Any viable path to a win for my opponent has closed, so I'm here to declare victory. Anyone who's observed this race knows that this was my toughest election yet. Across the country, no Democrat has withstood stronger headwinds from the top of the ticket, the pundits, or the organized opposition. This race was hard fought and hard won, and it's therefore the victory I'm most proud of. I want to congratulate State Representative Austin Theriault. He's a fierce competitor who offered a serious and well-run campaign challenge. I wish him success in his future endeavors. I also would like to thank my wife Isabel, who's standing right here just behind the cameras. She didn't want to come up. And also our daughters, Rosemary and Shirley, and all of our family for their unwavering support and patience with me. They all make big sacrifices so that I can do this work for my constituents, and I could not do it without them standing beside me. I also want to thank my campaign team from top to bottom. Your dedication and hard work is something to be proud of. Last night you thanked me for the opportunity to take part in this great democratic process. Today I'm thanking you for a job well done and for carrying me to victory on the back of one of the best field operations I've ever seen. To my congressional office staff, thank you for your service to the people of Maine, which I know you stand ready to continue when Congress gets back to work next week. And the biggest thanks is to my constituents and voters. It's an honor to represent you in the People's House. I want you to know that I'll continue on with this work for the next 2 years with everything that I have to give to deliver the results that you need and want for yourselves and your families. Thank you very much, and I think Mario will MC this thing.
Your opponent is saying the race is still too close to call. What's your response to this, and have you spoken to him yet?
Well, Decision Desk HQ is like the authority out there. You know, they're impartial. They call almost every race that is out there, and I've never seen them wrong. So they've called the race in our favor. I guess I'll just leave it at that for now.
Congressman Golan, I'll ask you the same question that Bobby Reynolds was asked last night when he spoke shortly after polls closed. We've heard from constituents, and it's been no secret that you've been hard for us to get in touch with to conduct interviews. And you know, we've heard from constituents that they'd like to see more of that, like to see more of you doing more media availabilities. In your next term, do you promise to make yourself more available to Maine media?
Well, you know, I'd have to look at the numbers, but I'd say we've done a lot of interviews over the last 2 years, the last 6 years. Do you follow my letter to Mainers?
It's definitely a lot less. It's a lot less than Senator Collins and Senator King and Congressman Henry.
Yeah, you know, I'm really proud of the accessibility of my office, my team, and myself to my constituents, and my focus is on the work for them. Less flashy media stuff. As you all know, I'm a little shy of the cameras, but certainly I communicate incredibly openly and thoroughly. Every big vote I take is thoroughly explained to my constituents in writing, on the phones, in person. We're going to continue to do the job just the way we've been doing it for 6 years now. Thank you.
So Republicans have taken control of the U.S. Senate. How important is it for Democrats to try to maintain control of the House or get control of the House at this point? And do you have any concerns about President Trump being elected? I
certainly prefer to be in the majority, but we don't know the outcome, and I don't think we'll know the outcome for probably a week or more. So, yeah, I don't have any further comment on that.
What are going to be your first steps working across the aisle this term?
I think first we're going to have to see, you know, what the composition of the House and Senate looks like. I mean, this looks like Senate is well in control of the, you know, Republican Party, and President Trump will be at the helm in the White House. Tax reform is coming up. A lot of the middle-class tax cuts from the 2017 tax package are set to expire, and I certainly want to be a part of that. And I think it's really important that we extend those tax cuts for middle-class families without, making the deficit even worse than it already is. We'll find a way to pay for it.
What are your thoughts on the Terrio campaign saying we're well within the margin that would trigger a state-funded automatic recount and every vote should be counted?
Any process that's in the statute, any legal means to offer a challenge if they have them. Obviously, we're open to that. We think the process should be followed. Cross the T's and dot the I's and count every vote.
You've said you can work with President Trump in your campaign. Does anything about his campaign or his promises of Project 2025, anything like that concern you?
I'm going to work with whoever's in the White House whenever I can, as best I can for the people of Maine and for the country. And when I think that they're doing something that's not in the best interest of my constituents, the state or the country, then I'm going to stand up to them. I don't care who's in the White House.